Welcome to StepFans and Chill. It's the morning show, right? With the late night feel. I'm your host, Mike E. Winfield. The E today is for eloquent, because that's how I'm feeling, y'all. And I'm glad we get to spend this time together. Thank you for everyone watching, listening, wherever you are around the world. Even my fan in Afghanistan. Thank you for pulling up. You consistently got everything downloaded, and I really appreciate you. Hey, also, this week, y'all, is coming up. You know, I got Lexington coming up. I got a lot of cities coming up. I got Sunnyvale, California, Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, Sacramento, some other place too. I don't remember. But it's probably on the website. If you want to sign up and become a Step fan, you do that at, today I'll give you this one. How about mystepman.com? Go there, it should take you to the website, and you can do everything there, including see some clips. You guys, what? Well, things are interesting, man. Life is always interesting, and man, we are just bombarded with it. It's just amongst us. There's so much happening at like one time. You gotta take time for yourself, right? You gotta make efforts like that. And man, look, I know how excited y'all get when you find that new relationship. I know how excited you are, because you put that thing right online and you try to be slick with it. And man, look at us eating. Look at us, we're together, And you know what? I want to give a shout out to the men. A lot of y'all are doing better too. Men used to not do that at all. Now, is this something I recommend? Do I recommend posting your relationship? You know, I understand why you're doing it. I say do whatever you want, to each his own. Survey says the best relationships are the ones from the people who do not feel they have to post their relationship. But you know, do what you do. This is my thing. I need you to stay consistent. If you having a public relationship online and we get to see y'all and all y'all fun activities, and y'all in Paris and y'all out at the restaurant when you got the big scenery and it's looking off the cliff in Vegas with all them lights, and you doing that and showing us that every week, don't get quiet during the breakup. You need to post that too. I need to know what happened. You got us wondering why all day. Then you don't want us, like when people break up online, like put it in the comments or something, put it somewhere. I hate that. It's almost like when the person dies, you know, when the person dies and everybody's like, we're so sorry, we send our love. And you're like, how they die? You ain't gonna tell us? Well, you can't. I'll give you that with death. I'll let you have that with death, but not with relationships. I need to know whose fault it was. I need to know who was hiding money. I need to know who was being sleazy and dirty. Put it out there. If you broke up, stop making us guess and then going out there saying, y'all need to stay out of our business. Nah. You didn't care if we was in your business when you was feeding each other calamari. Remember that? You stuffed it in her mouth. It was like, remember those laughs? Remember when you was doing that? Well, you need to keep that same energy. Tired of that. I'm tired of not knowing why you broke up. You need to share it. I feel like you should have a letter posted to the page. You guys should both be collaborators on the page. It should be, this is everything that happened, and it should be signed by both of you at the bottom. Sincerely, us. I need both of your signatures. I don't want it one-sided. You guys both need to approve the letter. Because, man, it gets tired as y'all got those matching pajamas. Then I go to your page. How you know we not looking to you as goals? Now I'm looking for the pajama sets, and then it's only one of you in pajamas, the other got their page blocked. I'm like, wait, something happened? And now I'm left wondering, what happened? Tell us. You on the cruise It's only one of y'all on the cruise. Y'all used to both be on the cruises. If you're on a cruise, where's the other one? Tell us. Stop trying to do things quietly during the breakup when you was all out there for the relationship. And then don't try to get back together later. It's been 8 months and now y'all back posting again. Stop playing with my emotions. That's all you doing. You playing with my emotions. Because I want your relationship to last. Because sometimes it's fun, man. It's fun like looking and seeing what y'all do and all of that. But I need you to keep that in mind. Make better decisions. And when you break up, maybe you shouldn't do things that you shouldn't that make you break up. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Let's jump into my favorite time of the show, y'all. We're doing Mike E. Knows Best. Where I'm going to jump into some relationship stories, see what's going on. Who better than me? Who better than me to give relationship advice? I'm someone who has mastered relationships because I've struggled. So when you struggle enough, at some point, you will become the master. That's why I'm so much fun. All right. She says, why do some men not understand that sex doesn't start in the bedroom? Right? No, this is the truth. A lot of men don't understand what you're talking about because when you first got together, it was just lust. It was just you all over each other. You didn't have to do things before so things could be hot in the bedroom. You were both the same way. And then one day, one of you changed and decided, now this is what I require for me to feel sexy. So I hate when people try to blame. You need to have these conversations with each other. I'm glad to help. I'm going to do it because it's my job. But I hate when there's only finger pointing. It shouldn't always be finger pointing. Sometimes you have to look. Where did Michael Jackson say to look? In the mirror. I tried to explain to my husband that sexual tension builds up by how a man and women interact with each other up until that point. Everything you're saying is true. I really want your husband's point of view on this because I know after a while is when you start or possibly could lose this energy. But there was a time when you guys didn't need all that stuff. It was a time when you guys just knew it. Eye contact was enough. You didn't have to go to no fancy dinner. You didn't have to send little soothing texts throughout the day. You just knew when we got to the bedroom, we was gonna knock it out. But now, things are different. She says, tension builds up by how a man and woman interact with each other until that point. Flirting, being affectionate, etc. throughout the day. I know he's capable of it because he flirted with me all the time when we were dating. And sex was so much better. All right. This is almost frustrating. Let me keep reading. I don't know how else to explain to him that he can't treat me like a roommate all day and then I'm supposed to all of a sudden be super turned on by the time we go to bed. All right. This is what I need you to do. All right. Turn yourself on. What is that? Is it seeing other guys work on houses? You know, that's what you might need. You might see another guy fixing something and that might turn you on. There's women that love men with tool belts. Are you into women porn? A lot of women need to watch some women on women. You know, maybe you need to find your category. You know, maybe you need to find you a spicy novel. Read one of those novels that got all the, just that steamy stuff. And you read it so that you're just in the house just boiling. Just boiling. Then he can bring his little cold, giving nothing ass to the room, and he's like, whoa! And then he can dive right into your pool. How about that? And doesn't that sound sexy? Yeah, I mean, yes, I get it. You want him to do these things throughout the day, and he's not getting it. Let me tell you something about men. Men don't always get it. A lot of times, men will eventually, but hearing it the first time, we don't always receive it. Sometimes it takes us a few years, and then we're like, oh, that's what you were saying the whole time? I don't know. Why don't you flirt with him? And then he'll get it. Maybe he'll flirt back. Why don't you send him a DM on Instagram? Send him a DM, a sexy one. Why don't you send him pictures of your boobs? Yeah, he might see them all the time, but he might not see them in a message. What I'm trying to say is sometimes you got to treat people how you want to be treated. Isn't that what they told us growing up? Isn't that what they always said? Treat people how you want to be treated. And then maybe it'll come back to you. That's all I got for you. I feel like that's your answer. And hope you find success. That hot thing is not always, it can dwindle. And some couples don't. Nobody knows the other person's libido either. You think you know it when you first start, but man, once you get, late 30s, 50s, how you view things, man, these things change. Sometimes you want it differently. Sometimes you want it more. Sometimes you want it less. But you can't run from these things. You can't talk about these conversations. Let's see what we got next. All right. Oh, look at this. This is funny. This is almost what we were just talking about. She says, she's 28. Her boyfriend's 29. She says, how do I help get my boyfriend's libido back? Now, if he's 29 and he lost it, maybe he's going through something. Maybe he's on some medication. Maybe he watches too much porn. Maybe he jerks off a lot. Let's figure out what it is. She says, we've been together for 5 years. Maybe he's bored with you. I'm sorry. Oh, I almost choked by that bad joke. Our sex life was great up until maybe a year ago when he started his, what is this? WFH job. He works 12 hours, night shift. What is that, Whole Foods? Work from home job. Thank you. All right. So he started his work from home job. He works 12 hours, a night shift. He assured me it's not me and that he is still very attracted to me. So that's not the issue. He's also not a cheater at all. And we are very open with each other about how we feel. That's really sweet. So let's get to it. What, is it the 12 hours? Where's his libido? You remember Where's Waldo? Where's libido? We have talked about it. And he says he doesn't know what's wrong with him. I do. That man needs dick pills. Maybe he needs to mush them up and put them in his oatmeal and just eat them all day long. It's going to give him headaches, but let me tell you, he's going to be juiced up. And to be honest, once he gets that in him, he'll be ready to smash anything. You just need to be there. Because if you're not there, somebody is getting their tree chopped down. He never initiates sex anymore, and when I try, he can't get hard. Dick pills! He isn't very active, and I suggested maybe starting to work out and get his levels checked at his next PCP appointment, whatever that means. His primary care physician appointment. Is there anything else I can do to help? There's tons you can do to help. All right, that's what you can do, all right? You just need to start caressing him. He's going to say, no. It's like, no, I don't want anything from you. Just start giving him back rubs. Just start massaging his balls. That's going like, and then eventually, guess what's going to happen? Don't even ask. He's going to start feeling bad. He's like, man, she does all this and I'm not giving her nothing. I got to figure this out. He might start eating different. He might call the people at Blue Chews. He might do what he needs to do to give you what you want because he's going to have some energy of the need to reciprocate. And that's the move. You have to do things. A lot of people, this is hard for a lot of people. But you have to do things without expectations. Yes, there is a goal. There is a goal. You want to get screwed. And if you want to, I'm going to be in Miami this weekend. No, I'm joking. But you have to do things without looking for expectations. And you can get them there. It's not going to happen overnight. But you have a goal. And the goal is to get the intimacy, to get the sex life back, to get the erections back. We can't find the erections. We got to find them. Because he's only 29. And you're not supposed to lose him that soon. How do you look? That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Maybe he's eating too much sugar. Sometimes that can mess with your system. Maybe he needs to cut down on the cakes. Maybe his cholesterol is not right. He should get his blood checked. Get all that stuff. Oh, she said, forgot to add. He doesn't watch porn. Damn. Where is his libido? I addressed this a while ago too, and he said he just doesn't have the urge. Ugh. All right, look. What this sounds like is a number of things. It could be depression, He could be asexual. He could be gay. He's been fighting it forever. There's some guys that go forever fighting their gayness. And they're just like, no, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They don't think they're gay. So they have children, they have families, and then one day, late in their 50s, they just go for it. Then they're flamboyant and 50 and super gay. Because they've been holding it in for 50 years when they knew the whole time. I hope that's not the case for you. But if he decides he wants to, turn into a woman, are you going to support him? I mean, I think if he decides, I know he didn't write this, but if he decides he wants to get the, what are they doing now? What is it called? The trans, when they, he might want to turn into a woman or something. And then sex might go crazy because then you're going to have that woman energy. And then it's going to be woman on woman, and he's going to be treating you, in sexy ways you never could imagine. Maybe you should go tap him on the shoulder. I don't know, right when he starts work, and just say, "Are you gay?" And let me know how that goes. There's a lot of factors here. I feel for you. I really feel for you because, at the end of the day, that's what most people want. They just want to have sex. Some people don't care about anything else. They don't care about money or a place to live. They just want a companion to screw them consistently. And that's all some people need in life. I think I've given you a lot here, a lot to work from. And, I think it's going to work out. And remember this, you said we've been together 5 years. 5 years is such a short time. You could start something completely new and you wouldn't even remember this anymore. That little 5 years, you could just wipe it out of your life. You can just start over. You're still young. Think about it. You're only 28. So you wasted 5 years. Move on. You got the rest of your life ahead of you, especially if you don't figure this problem out. And then maybe he'll figure it out as well. Hey, good luck. All right. You guys. I'm jumping into final thoughts. And this is what I got today, man. You know what month it is. You know how the weather is. It's throwing us. It's a little different now because of a little global warming and stuff. It's not snowing everywhere like it's supposed to be. It's not even that cold in certain places, you know? You don't even need earmuffs in certain cities where you needed them back in October back in the day, but things are different. I say all that to say Santa Claus is fake. Let's tell the kids, all right? Why is Santa getting the credit? I think we had a day and time now where we could just say, look, that was some old history and we over it. Stop playing this old myth. Let's make up a new one. You know? Hey, man, you know what? Let's stop celebrating Christmas with gifts. Stop blowing all your money so somebody can have some toys. Let the rich people get toys. Everybody else, you don't have to celebrate with gifts. Why don't you celebrate with togetherness and break bread? That's what it started off as. That's what these holidays was about. It was about breaking bread with people you love. I'm tired of this thought about this big, fat, jolly old man that lives in Antarctica or the North Pole. Ain't nobody ever been in the North Pole. Who chilling at the North Pole? And then he got reindeer that's pulling them through the sky. And then all the kids that don't got chimneys is like, we don't get Christmas. Now they like don't even understand what's supposed to happen. Cause we watching these cartoons, all this make-believe stuff. Let's just wipe that off. All right, look. Let's just have December 25th, the day where we got a lot of lights and peppermints and good food and togetherness and oat milk eggnog. If y'all not fooling with that oat milk eggnog, you need to get on the bus. All right? Stop drinking all that cow's milk. It's not healthy. All right? It's making you grow horns and udders. That's what cow milk is doing. This is my public service announcement. I didn't even know I came here to say that, but that's what my heart is telling me right now. Stay off of it. Drink some almond or some oat, no goat, or some soy. Do those. And stop reading the things that says the soy is bad. Everything is bad if you overdo it. All right? That's how it works. Except cow milk. That's bad when you take a sip. You ever see how much blood is in cow's milk that they don't even filter out completely? Do you know what's going on? And you're putting that in your body? Really? Hey, you guys, look. There's a lot more to this. I think I'm gonna revisit this because this one it's pretty heavy right now. And so these heroes of ours that we've been a part of for years, but I think I'm gonna revisit that at some point. I just think right now I'm gonna leave it at that. And appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for having these conversations. Your feedback, I appreciate it. I read some of it. I do. I read some of it. Thank you for everybody watching, listening, tuning in to StepFans and Chill. We do this thing almost every day. Available early in the morning. And let's keep it going, man. Thank y'all. Tuning in next time. I'll catch y'all later. See you on the road. See you at the show.